Hi everyone, I'm here today with a life lesson from the Holy Spirit. It was written for today's bulletin, and today is January 25th, 2026. Last Sunday during prayer request time, I asked for prayer for me because I was weary. I've been struggling with some things, warring for others, standing in the gap, and interceding for those that God asked me to, all while doing my best to be obedient and represent God well. Sometimes it's overwhelming, sometimes it's heavy, but it's not about me. I've been bringing it to God over and over in prayer, searching the scriptures, looking for answers, listening for God's still small voice. I knew he was trying to tell me something and that I was missing it by just a hair, missing that connection between what he was showing me and telling me. I started thinking that there was something wrong with me, that my faith just wasn't strong enough or deep enough, and that's not true. Then God sent me to 1 Kings 17 through 19, and the pieces all fell into place and the connection was made. Elijah was a man of God, anointed, full of faith, and used mightily by God. Elijah had just experienced a major victory over evil that required rock-solid faith, dependence on God and God alone, and continued submission and obedience. He had just witnessed God bring down holy fire and defeat the prophets of Baal. Logically, Elijah should have been so full of faith and confidence that he looked evil right in the eye and laughed when Jezebel threatened him. But that's not what happened. Instead, fear overtook him. He ran. He ran from the threat and ended up in the wilderness, laying under a tree, asking God to take him out because he was tired of the fight and he felt like a failure. God let Elijah rest for a time, cared for him while he did, then sent him back out to continue the mission. The Holy Spirit pointed out that the mantle is heavy on purpose. It's heavy as a reminder that we need God to help us carry it. There's weight to daily taking up your cross and following Him. There's weight to standing in the gap and interceding. There's weight to following the narrow path. The weight is a reminder to keep our focus on God. Souls are precious. Souls are what the enemy wants more than anything and is fighting to keep from turning to God through Jesus' sacrifice on the cross, through his death, burial, and resurrection. Jesus' blood was shed so we can be free. The battle's heating up. Just look at the news and you'll see that. This is not the time to grow weary in doing well. We all have lost loved ones. So armor up. Keep fighting. There are souls at stake here. Every true Christian is needed on the front lines. It's time to shine the light of Christ, to drive back darkness. It's time for each of us and for the church as a whole to be bold and courageous, to get back into the fight and stand firm in our faith. We were made for such a time as this. And remember, there is enough ugly in the world. Choose Jesus.